Yo, how are ya? So today we're going to be editing some of your photos that you sent to me, and they're going to specifically be street photos. So the first time we did this, I sort of edited random photos. They weren't really a specific genre. It was a bit of a mixture, but today in this video, I'm going to be specifically editing your street photos. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Liam. I'm a photographer based in Melbourne, Australia. I create videos and I try to teach you guys a bit more about photography and editing and all that sort of stuff. So if you like that stuff, maybe consider subscribing because I post videos here on a semi-regular basis. Anyways, enough talking, let's get into Lightroom. Alright, so the first photo here, we've got a New York shot from Roland Photography. And right off the bat, we can see that the photo isn't quite straight. So I'm gonna press R, just gonna rotate that, make sure it's straight, because that's the one thing, like, you've gotta nail that, whether it's whilst you're taking a photo, but mainly in post-production, if you can have the images just perfectly straight, that's a good tip. Alright, what preset? I reckon Moody Blue. Yeah, Moody Blue looks good on this preset. Moody Blue looks good on this photo. We'll just bring the exposure down a bit. Maybe desaturate the blues a tiny bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Doesn't really need much more than that. I might actually just quickly add some fog just up here by pressing Shift M. Dragging up, which is just going to create this circular, I don't even know what it's called. It's a circular thing. Then you pretty much just drag the dehaze down and make sure it's inverted. You just bring that down over here, minus the clarity a bit as well, widen this up a bit. And then we'll just make the color a bit more red. Alright, there you have it. So it's there and there. Alright, next photo. Alright, so this next photo was sent in by LBSP on Instagram. He's a Melbourne photographer who's killing it at the moment. And this is a cool shot. I've never really seen, I've seen this type of shot, but I don't think I've ever seen it of a Melbourne tram this good, because it's in focus. You've nailed the focus here, bro. It's really good. Just gonna have a look through here. Oh, night blues. Okay, that's obviously way too blue, so we'll just get the temperature, do that a bit, put the exposure down. Go to the yellows, make them a bit more orange, I reckon. That always looks cool. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Yeah. Alright, this next photo here was sent in by, actually, like, I don't even know how to pronounce the Instagram. I'll leave it up here. This is actually a really cool shot. I love how you've incorporated the puddle on the floor to be a reflection. First of all, we'll just drop the temperature a bit. We'll put the contrast up, bring the shadows out, not too much. We'll go change the blues, make them a bit more aqua, not that much. Yeah, we'll make the purples more blue, so as you can see, they're really purple here. And then we've made them like a nice aqua color. Go to the yellows, pump them up, make them orange. I'm gonna press K, I'm gonna brush around the puddle. And I'm just gonna bring out the clarity a bit, bring out the shadows. Just so, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna press Command and then left bracket. I'm gonna flip it like this. Damn, that actually looks really cool. I'm surprised. I didn't think that'd look as good as it does. Yeah, now it looks like it's flipped. Nice. Yes, a tram shot, finally. So, this shot was sent in by Harry Base. I love trams, so you must have known that I love doing tram photography. I think I'm gonna guess that Moody Blue is gonna work really well on this one, because it's one of my favorite presets. Yeah, it's literally that, one click. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna press M, drag it from the bottom up, and then just bring out the shadows a bit. And then I'm gonna press Shift M, just vignette around the actual tram, and just put that on the tram there. Play around with the colors as well, maybe bring out these yellows a bit more. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Make them a bit more orange. Done. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. This next photo here was sent in by JStop. He's one of my friends from Sydney, Australia. He's also a really good photographer, so if you like street photography, portraiture and all that sort of stuff, go and check him out at JStop on Instagram. This is a sick portrait, bro. I'm not sure who the model is, but you're doing a good job too. The thing that I want to focus on this image, I think, is highlighting the model, obviously, and then making the background pop a bit more as well. So we'll just start off by bringing up the shadows a bit, just to bring out the details, and then we'll just put some contrast in it, make the image pop. I'll bring the exposure up, put the highlights down, and then we'll just give the image a bit of a fade. Then I reckon we'll drop the temperature a bit, make those blues a bit more aqua as usual, pump them as well. Go to the purples, slide them to the left because we don't want any purple, we just want blue. Desaturate them a bit, bring out the lightness. Okay, so now I'm gonna start highlighting the model. So I'm gonna press Shift M. It's gonna go like around the model here. Just bring down the exposure, which is just gonna vignette. Alright, I'm gonna press K and I'm gonna quickly highlight around the model just so I can play with like the brightness and the shadows and all that sort of stuff. Alright, so now that we've highlighted around the model, we can just bring up the exposure a tiny bit, just to something like that, plus 0.46. That's just gonna help her stand out. So I'll show you what it looks like before without the highlighting. It's like that. A bit dark, a bit underexposed, and then just that helps make her pop. Last thing that I'm going to do to this photo is just go down to shadows here. I think I'm just going to make them a bit yellow, just like something like this. Done. So there's the before, there's the after. Alright, this photo is awesome. It was sent in by Gion Kubo. I think that's how you say it, probably not. Anyway, it's a really cool spot and I wanted to go to this place. I'm pretty sure it's in Osaka, maybe, or Tokyo. I can't remember, but I knew I wanted to go here when I was in Japan, but I didn't have time. So it's cool that I get to edit this photo. So right off the bat, I reckon Cinematic Vibe preset will look good on this photo. Yeah, I reckon if we just bring the temperature a bit to the right, just to bring back a bit more of those yellows. We'll just pump the oranges a bit more. We'll just go to our greens and desaturate them, even though that does nothing. We'll do it anyway. I'm gonna go to the split toning here and just get rid of that and just make it a bit more blue. Go to our blue slider, bring up the lightness of that and the saturation. There's the before, there's the after. The main thing that I wanted to get from this photo was having the blues and the orange contrast, and that's pretty much already done. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that looks. Alright, so this next photo was sent in by another Melbourne photographer called SJWP on Instagram. And this is actually a pretty common spot in Melbourne. There's a sign that says Boney, it's in the city somewhere, and I think it's a bar behind it, or I don't know exactly what it is, but I've taken photos here before as well, and there's people actually sitting on the opposite side of it. So whenever you're taking photos, they think that you're taking photos of them when you're just taking photos of a model, and they get all confused. They're like, what's this guy doing? Anyway, let's get on to editing this photo. So first thing I want to do is just bring out the shadows here, but I'm just going to do that by bringing up the exposure. Ooh, I don't know what this is. What's this? Comment down below what this is. I think it's like, have you held something up to the lens or something? I don't know. We're going to pump the oranges here, of course. Bring up the lightness of them as well. Pump the yellows, which is pretty much the same thing. Go to the reds here. Boost them as well. It's doing some funny thing here. I don't know what that is. I think you've held something up to the lens. I don't know exactly what you've done, but I don't know. It's a cool effect. So it's going to quickly put some fade in the image, as always. Then I'm going to press K, and I want this side here to be blue. So I'm just going to go to the color. Literally just make it blue because it looks cool. It looks cool having those contrasting colors. That's the other thing. This stuff doesn't have to be perfect. Like, if you're editing a photo for Instagram, you don't always have to spend like hours editing it because someone's only going to look at it for about 3 seconds. So that's another thing to keep in mind. There's the before, there's the after. Don't know what's going on with this red thing here, but oh well. Last thing I want to do for this image is just drop the temperature a bit, make it a bit more blue. Something like that. Cool. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with how these photos turned out. I just wanted to say, you guys are awesome at photography, like, especially this shot here. I really liked how you used that reflection. It was a really clean shot and had the guy walking in. It was awesome, good work. But yeah, you did a really good job. I had fun editing your photos as always. Maybe in the next videos, let me know in the comments down below whether you want to see me edit more photos faster or spend more time sort of editing one photo, if you know what I mean. Like, spend more time editing less photos. Yeah, that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something new about editing. If you did like it, remember to drop an eggplant down below, leave a like, and potentially subscribe, because I'm gonna teach you guys, it's my goal to teach you guys how to get better at your photography and your editing. And I think we can definitely do that throughout 2019. And as always, stay inspired, keep creating, and I will see you in the next one.